Hi guys, and welcome back to another Starcraft Remastered replay for you. As once again we have an interesting engagement from the South Korean ladder, as we have here spawning in the lower right in the red. It is Noin Sung, but this is of course the AK from C, a very talented South Korean pro gamer, and his opponent, of course. Many replays of him on this channel. We have spawning here in the upper right in the yellow. It is Only Star. This is of course the AK from BISU, one of the best known Protoss player, and in his prime the best Protoss there ever was. So yeah, quite an interesting engagement here. We have on Circuit Breakers a 4 spawning location map. Once again, Terran versus Protoss it is going to be here, as BISU is opening up here standardly with his pylon next to his main. So no indications by him to go for a fast expansion build order, as you can see from the timer. It is of course a very long replay, 30-minute map here, as C also deciding to play his supply depot next to his mineral patches. We might see him move out with ACV to build a barracks close to his expansion, just to give more protectiveness towards his expansion. So yeah, quite interesting engagement like we told you. Protoss versus Terran it is indeed going to be here, and let's just have a look what exactly the tactics are going to be, what exactly the build order is going to be from these two pros, as currently they're playing very safe, very close towards their base. No intentions to move out, no scouting SCV, no probe yet sent out by BISU either, as I'm pretty sure he's going to continue with a gateway very soon into his location. We see the Terran, however, building a gas and the barracks, and finally there is the move out here for BISU, and quite a greedy gameplay by him. No gateway by him, so the build order completely different. He's heading straight towards a nexus, so very greedy gameplay by him. Let's see if this is going to get punished by C early on, perhaps with a early move out with some marines, with one vulture even. This could be very harmful against the Protoss into this location, as there is finally his gateway. We have passed the 2-minute mark, and finally now BISU decides to scout the map. It seems that luckily for him he's going to scout out in the right direction into the lower right part. Oh no, he's actually heading for the lower left part. Sadly, wrong move out there by him. There we have the factory for the Terran, and if he's lucky to scout this early expansion into this location, we might see him try to early harass the Protoss very soon. So let's see if C is going to be lucky with his scout, and indeed he's going out in the upper right part. So he will see the fast expansion build order by BISU. No cybernetics core yet by him, no gas is being mined for the Dragoons, as I believe we can see it here in the upper left part. Very soon some units will get produced by them, as we even have a second SCV move out here. Quite interesting move by C. I believe he scouted for some proxy gateways, or perhaps it was a misclick by him, as 2 marines are already out. He's also nicely hiding here this SCV, so it might be a building here into this location. Let's check his main once again. There is a barracks, there is a factory, so the SCV is just hiding. Perhaps this SCV will be used to place some bunkers in the front, but looks of it indeed C is immediately reacting. So the different build order here by BISU is going to get punished by C very soon, as he's moving out with his marines, with his SCVs. But there are 2 zealots here to respond, and I believe more will be produced, even 1 dragoon. So C really has to hurry up with his move out. 2 zealots in the front. There are the SCVs in the front to also give tankiness towards those marines, and in comes the engagement, as the marines already in the back with 1 vulture. So the vulture, if he nicely gets microed here, he can deal lots and lots of damage towards the zealots, but C has to be careful not to take so much damage, as that vulture is really important. BISU knows this and nicely snipes this 1 vulture, and now even the probes have to be pulled to engage the marines and the SCVs on the ground. Nice stuff here by C, blocking this zealot towards the attack, but now we do have a dragoon out, and C really has to hurry up to repair and even to build this bunker very fast, as the reinforcements are also much needed. The zealot has been sniped, probes once again have to be pulled, SCVs are in the front, still the marines are here alive, 2 of them, and the bunker might finish here for C, as it's still anyone's game here, but BISU pulled all of the probes, and I believe he's going to be fine here. The bunker is finished, but there's no more marines left here, so BISU holding, just barely holding. If it would have been an earlier scout by the Terran, this could have been very deadly against the greedy gameplay here by BISU, but of course it's a risky build order. But I believe he was just focused, and he knew it's a 4 spawning location map, However, the scout from C was very good and he almost took out BISU here, so in the end BISU holds. His dragoons are still alive, some dragoons even move out here, but we do have tanks with marines, so the Terran should be fine. As yeah, both players, I believe, decide to retreat, decide to prepare their macro-oriented game, so yeah, C has to hurry up now. He has to build his expansion. He's actually not behind in workers, but BISU is mining from 2 expansions right now. And yes, C looks like he's going to try perhaps another move out. It would be very, very cocky indeed by him. As we see the upgrades also being placed now for the vultures. And let's see, it's 4 dragoons, but they don't have range upgrade, so it's very important to have that range upgrade early on. And yeah, in comes C once again. There should be 1 SCV once for him. And this is now moving forward. 4 marines, actually 5 marines and 2 tanks in the back. Some pylons get placed here. Remember, there is no siege ability yet, it's just getting now researched, and the pylon really taking quite some damage. Probes have to be pulled once again. The SCV might get taken out. 1 dragoon has fallen, the SCV however has fallen here as well, and a great mine connection leading lots and lots of splash damage, so 1 tank could be taken out. But C is nicely microing this tank out of danger, and he might even take down the pylon very soon. However, now BISU responding, taking out 1 tank. The marines will of course fall towards those dragoons. Yeah, 1 vulture is here, but all of those marines are very, very low, and he needs to be careful against all of those mines. But yeah, I believe he should be fine, as the long range is going to finish very soon here for BISU. And yeah, quite an aggressive move out here by C. He really wants to finish the game. Now finally siege tank ability has been finished. There's another SCV in the front just to repair the vultures, and of course BISU has no observer yet out, so the mines could deal massive amounts of splash damage towards the dragoons from BISU, as more and more mines are being placed here down on the map. And we even see a barracks now floating here just to give more vision towards the Terran, so BISU in some early problems, some serious damage here now being taken by him. Notice how C is nicely hiding this 1 tank in the back. BISU tried to pull some mines towards the vultures, towards the tank with the zealots, but yeah, no speed has been upgraded yet, as the tank is now finally continuing to shoot here towards the nexus once again. 1 zealot in the front tries to soak up the mines. This time a good job by him, sniping 2 vultures, and I believe even the tank has taken quite some damage, so BISU sacrificing this 1 zealot just for the greater good. 3 dragoons have fallen here as well, but in the end BISU holds, as only 1 vulture is being moved here forward, and I believe the probe got the kill here, so nice stuff by BISU. But yeah, looks like C has finally calmed down. He's placing a turret just in case there's going to be some Dark Templar harassment. We see some shuttle being produced here by BISU, so we might see some dropship harassment with some reavers. Maybe some High Templar storms could also be a possibility for him. So you know, of course, see the production tab here in the upper part just in case I'm missing something. So quite a very aggressive early game, especially by the Terran. Very rarely seen. Usually Terrans really like to stay back at home, stay sieged up, just wait until they get 150 supply, 160 supply, and then move out with upgraded siege tanks and vultures and some Goliaths, just to pretty much smash everything is moving towards their way. So let's see, it's going to be indeed a Dark Templar push drop actually, and yeah, there is a turret at home for C. There's also a turret here to give vision, and even a turret in the back, so C very smartly reacting here against any push forward. We see the tank, yeah, the shuttle already taking some damage, so BISU might try to float towards the main from C, as some vultures also trying to get some lucky shots here. So let's see what BISU can do here with 2 of the Dark Templars. There is vision, there is a turret, and even the mines getting some good connections. 1 SCV might get sniped, the second one here as well. Yeah, BISU tried of course to snipe this one, but the SCV escaping there. Now I believe he saw also the turret, so hard to engage here, as the Terran has also nicely prepared a build order here, nice SimCity build order, just to give more protectiveness towards his SCVs. So yeah, nice stuff by him. Many vultures out on the map, BISU pretty much ignoring that. He just keeps on expanding, as we will pass very soon the 10-minute mark, and he's also nicely hiding a building here. It's a starport, so we might see some arbiter gameplay by him, but we might even see some carriers by him. So let's see what exactly BISU is going for, as we have even a forge being built here. So yeah, the mine clearing continues. let's have a look at the worker count. More workers here for BISU. Is preparing his third, but it looks like a Terran is also preparing a move out with his units. Even SCVs are being pulled once again just to repair the units. So BISU has to perhaps retreat a little bit to defend his newly established base. So this could be very deadly once again by the Terran, immediately sniping one Dragoon in the front. The Dragoon also taking quite some damage. The siege tanks have nicely been split. We do see a great scan, but BISU knows of course that there is no anti-air. So he's just roaming around with his shuttle in the upper quad once again. The DTs have been dropped. There is a nice scan. Slowly but steadily the Terran just keeps on moving forward as one DT very low. And yeah, he's going to try to drop another unit, but immediately taking damage. However, this time nicely pulling a mine towards all of those tanks. So BISU with a great micro. However, there's so many tanks, there's so many mines on the ground. It's very hard to out micro them, and these two ramps are very low here. So it's very hard to move units forward. Of course, the Terran knows this. He's nicely abusing this map, and yeah, the tanks are pretty much protected here by the vultures in the front, and the Dragoons sadly can't reach the tanks in the back. So the real damage dealers are of course the tanks. The mines might get some good connections here, and let's see for how long BISU is able to hold this, as he's pretty much under siege. About 3 siege tanks in the back. So let's see for how long he's going to be able to hold this. As more and more splash damage is being taken here by him. And yeah, the siege continues here as the reinforcements are pulling forward for the Terran. So very aggressive Terran all of a sudden. Usually, like I told you, we see more defensive gameplay by the Terrans, but yeah, this time this Terran playing very differently, as he's showing his strengths, as he's also showing how this map is a little bit bad with the two roads, with two small roads here, pretty much in favor of the Terran siege, as BISU tries of course to counter with some zealot drops. But yeah, so many mines, like I told you, very hard for him, as inch by inch the Terran is moving more and more forward, and at the same time he's also expanding into this location. So a very smart move here by the Terran. The vultures are in the front, the siege tanks are in the back. Very nice abusive gameplay here by him, as BISU tries of course his best to snipe one vulture after the other. So very hard. And finally he's going for the tanks in the front, but the SCV might even try to repair that one. The other tank is also taking quite some damage here, as more and more mines are getting laid out, more and more connections, more and more splash damage here towards, but even one zealot is making it here forward. And finally now somehow BISU is being able to end this off, as he still has one zealot and two dragoons being left here. So somehow miraculously BISU, with his strength, with his courage, is moving here forward on the two small streets, and is able to push this back, taking quite some casualties. And yeah, holding the reinforcements, also pulling in here forward for the tanks, for the Terran. But yeah, he might even snap this one Dragoon, but still taking so much damage out of the units. And yeah, we see the Terran very smartly also taking his 6 o'clock position. So while attacking, while being abusive, he kept on expanding. So it's a very smart move by him, but the same can be said here for BISU, as he's also taking this location right here, as the siege has once again started, then with only 2 tanks and a couple of vultures. So I believe BISU should be fine here. Yes indeed, he even has the shuttle to micro those units out of danger. So yeah, nice and stuff. Still the mines are getting some good connections here for the Terran. So nice stuff here by the Terran with his mines on the ground, dealing so much splash damage towards the units from BISU. Let's see if BISU is having something here. Yes indeed, he has some zealots, and actually not that many defenses here for the Terran. So all of a sudden he would very likely have to bring back some units here into defending. BISU going very deep with his zealots. Nice stuff for him. And then the Terran is now being forced to bring some vultures here in the back. Some mining time will be delayed. The SCVs have to fight for their lives, as finally in come the saving vultures. Yeah, some SCVs have fallen. However, the Terran still has more SCVs than BISU. And yeah, this nice abusive gameplay here by the Terran just keeps on pushing forward with the mines. He might get some lucky connections here into this part, but no, there are observers in the air. And yeah, BISU will hold, will try to expand, keep on expanding here, as the newly established bases will of course be very important for him to defend. So yeah, Master Goons, let's check his production tab. It is indeed going to be arbiters by him with stasis trap and recall. We might be seeing finally some recall. So it's no stasis trap yet for him. It's going to be arbiters with recall. It's very rarely to see BISU go recall. He actually likes to go more into 4 or 6 arbiters to use the stasis trap onto all of the Terran units. But yeah, he has also nicely hidden this starport here. But we do have the arbiter tribunal here for BISU, as we are indeed closing towards the 20-minute mark. So we have passed the half time of the game. Still anyone's game, a very nice aggressive gameplay here by both players, and a rare sight here actually to see BISU in a more defensive position against a very aggressive and abusive gameplay by the Terran. Let's just check the upgrades. 001. Let's have a look at the Terran, also 01. So yeah, really nice stuff. BISU still clearing some mines, still moving out with a small group of dragoons, and yeah, the vultures are in the front here, dealing damage, trying to place those mines, trying to get some connections, but there are some observers in the air. So it's a vulture versus dragoon fight in the middle of the map, and dragoons are of course very strong versus the vultures, as the BISU just keeps on clearing those mines. So like I told you, it's going to be very important to have a look at the arbiter, where exactly he could drop, he could recall. Could be a good decision to fly straight here into this location, so C reacting with some Goliaths on the ground. The production buildings, of course, in my opinion, are the most important buildings to take out by the Protoss, and in the meantime BISU just keeps on expanding all over the map. Same can be said here for the Terran, as we have turned into a small stalemate. I believe BISU is going to try to take this expansion here as well, to take more map control, as much map control as he can. In the meantime, a more defensive gameplay here by C. He has all of those units clumped up together. He's just moving out with his vulture, and of course to counter the arbiter we see assigned specials with EMP shockwave. Always a good decision to go EMP shockwave versus the Protoss units. Perfect counter towards not only the arbiter but also against the zealots and the dragoons on the ground. So yeah, EMP very good versus the Protoss. Now BISU might regroup in the middle of the map. Those vultures might get surrounded, so C has to be careful. Good position here for BISU as he's moving forward. Let's check if there are any arbiters moving out. No such thing yet for BISU, as he pretty much is maxed out. The same however can be said by the Terran. So it's going to be very hard for the Protoss to push here forward against so many tanks, as he is taking some units behind. I believe it could be a double attack by BISU, as yeah, slowly but steadily we're close towards the 20-minute mark. Still anyone's game, a very defensive gameplay like I told you. All of a sudden here for the Terran, I believe he's just going to focus onto his upgrades, and as soon as those finish he will very likely move out with his tanks. But hold on, we actually have a move out forward. The zealots aren't here in the front for BISU, so perhaps a little bit of a mistake, as he's now waiting for the zealots, and now the Terran pretty much in control of the 2 streets in the front. Even one lone Goliath here with 5 HP will be taken out. So yeah, interesting enough, BISU has the control of the middle of the map, and at the same time he's also expanding once again here. So as he attacks, as he takes control of the map, he keeps on expanding. This is his strategy, not allowing the Terran to move out with his SCVs. And yeah, only a couple of vultures are now moving out, and I believe they could make it here forward towards the upper part of the map to take out some probes here perhaps. So yeah, but there's so many bases, so many cannons here for B, so I believe he should be fine. And yeah, when are we going to be seeing the first recall? It's very important to have that information. Not that many turrets here alive for the Terran, really not that many, so BISU might be successful with a recall, but hold on, it's actually moving forward with his zealots. The turrets are now finally sieged up, and a great stasis trap here by BISU once again. Great stasis trap blocking all of the units here, and yeah, the tanks in the back have to shoot, but not that many tanks being left alive. We even have yet another arbiter being thrown here forward by BISU, so nice stuff, but in the end he decides to stop the attack, as this ramp and this one ramp has been pretty much blocked here by the stasis trap actually. So the Terran very nicely defending here, not allowing BISU to move forward. So only the logical task here by BISU is going to be a recall, but where exactly is he going to be doing that, or is he actually going to react perhaps to the newly established base here into the left part, or this one here? Yeah, we're about to find out what exactly BISU's plans are, as he's transferring more and more of those probes around the map. So very nice, smart gameplay here by him. the Terran on the defense once again. EMP shockwave is ready. Yeah, vultures, just a couple of vultures are being sent out, but remember there are cannons to defend, as the vultures might take splash damage out of their own mines. And the Dynasty getting blocked here by the Zealots, so great block gameplay here by BISU. And BISU also having those cannons at home. Some mines will get some connections, but in the end this will be cleared. Same time we see a interesting move out here by C. Actually this expansion is pretty much exposed, so he has to be careful. He needs some units here to back it up, so that's exactly what he's doing. He's finally deciding to move out. His units are a little bit now more exposed. The two streets will not give cover, so EMP shockwave is much needed now here by him. As in comes BISU once again with the stasis trap, trapping so many tanks, and the Zealots are in the front now, but still so many tanks are pretty much alive in the back. And yeah, still anyone's game here. Let's have a look what is going to happen here, as the Dragoons are pretty much alive, but the Terran holds his ground and he's able to push back BISU science vessels. Really important to give vision to all of those tanks to take out the Dragoons. At the same time we have just a small group of Zealots here just chilling out, wondering what to do. Finally BISU reacting and attacking the turret here. We even have a dancing Zealot here who is going to get killed, and yeah, only one lone Zealot is now being left alive, so yeah, he's going to be taken out soon too. So nice stuff by the Terran. Terran had to move out to give cover towards this one expansion, but yeah, this expansion also mining here. Interesting stuff here by C, perhaps forgetting about this expansion to uplift it. I believe he was busy microing all of those units. Yeah, let's check the upgrades very quickly. 2 to 3, let's check BISU very quick. 0 to 2. Oh, nice stuff. Once again a stasis trap, this time against a EMP shockwave, but a second EMP, no, he's actually countering that too. So very smart answer here by BISU versus all of the units from the Terran. As the attack continues here, there is vision. The defense vessel gives great vision. There are 4 arbiters on the front, but the tanks will see what exactly they're attacking. Still yet another stasis trap in the back. The tanks in the front will be very likely taken out, but there's so many stasis traps here by BISU's, as he shuts down so many units from the Terran, but still the Terran holds his ground. He has good supply, and now BISU is very likely going to go into this exposed expansion, as he should be able to take out a couple of SCVs. So of course every SCV counts a lot here for him, as he's able to take down, look at the mark here, 70 dropping to 65, 66, so nice stuff. When the EMPs go out, but at the same time we have a small group of BISUs here reacting towards the SCVs. So nice stuff by BISU, just pretty much damaging here the economy from the Terran, pretty much crippling down as much as he can. And yeah, still some Zealots are being left alive. So the double attack here by BISU, nice stuff at the 23-minute mark. He might even pull some mines into the SCV worker count. So pretty great stuff, but as you can see from the mineral, still strong, the Terran is still strong. The same can be said here for BISU, as he still has those arbiters up, and somehow the Terran finds the confidence actually to move you forward. So the things have changed a little bit here, as now the Terran deciding to move forward, deciding to siege up against so many units from BISU. There's still arbiters in the air, but they now have eaten a EMP shockwave, a nice EMP, and now only one stasis trap can be used, but the other tanks get vision, they get splash damage. So nice stuff by the Terran, as all of those arbiters are pretty much low on energy. We don't have any anti-air, so some Goliaths would be great, as the reinforcements are pulling forward for BISU. Finally one Goliath is showing up, but yeah, all of those arbiters are low on energy, so this will allow of course the Terran to move more and more forward. BISU is maxed out, but the Terran is very strong with his upgraded tanks. 2 to 3 here for him. Let's see for how long BISU should be able to hold, as the tanks are slowly but steadily moving here forward. They will siege up very soon. They will try of course to take out the production buildings here from the Protoss. Yeah, not that many tanks, not that many units actually being left alive here for BISU. Trying perhaps to counter, but yeah, no such thing yet, as more and more splash damage is being taken here for BISU. Don't see a science vessel yet for him, but still very hard to out micro the splash damage here from the tanks, as there are some units in the back to kill the reinforcements from the Terran. But still so much splash damage being taken here for BISU, as every unit counts of course a lot. And here in comes the attack with a shuttle, with a nice gameplay here by BISU, as scan has to be used now by the Terran to take out the Zealots that are invisible. And yeah, in comes BISU once again with his units, but there are tanks, and yeah, finally he's able to surround the units from the Terran. So the siege has pretty much been taken out, as even some tanks have nicely hidden here on the high ground. So great stuff by the Terran, nice micro by him. In the end this will be cleared, but the tanks will shoot of course and deal splash damage as BISU loses more and more of his units. And yeah, the reinforcements are just keep on moving forward. One arbiter might get taken out very soon, but he is able to counter it with a nice stasis field once again. So many arbiters by him. I believe he has around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arbiters here for BISU with massive amounts of stasis traps. So quite a rare sight. Yeah, really rare. And now he's even able to take out the expansion from C. So massive amounts of arbiters, very rare sight to see in the pro games, but it looks like very much effective. So C really has to counter this with some EMP shockwaves, as this would be great to just target all of the arbiters here from BISU. And yeah, those stasis traps very deadly against the tanks on the ground. At the same time, BISU looks like it's going to keep on expanding all over the map, as yeah, the maxed out BISU just keeps on pushing forward. Let's have a look at his upgrades. After 2 weapons upgrades, he's going for his shield and his armor. Very smart gameplay here by BISU, as yet the Terran has to lick his wounds. He has lost his expansion, his newly established expansion there, and he needs to protect of course the expansions in the low ground. So these will be of course the new targets from BISU, as there's so many tanks spread out here for the Terran. The Terran also 180 supply, not that much gas, not that much minerals being left here for him. As in comes BISU, let's see where exactly is he going to attack. He's trying a flank against this expansion right here. Many mines here, but the mines will work versus the Terran, as they will kill so many vultures. So interesting move here by BISU, not deciding to attack the newly established base. He's going straight for these locations right here. He really wants to take out the production buildings, I believe, and some SCVs here. Yeah, let's see, not that many defenses here for the Terran, as BISU just keeps on pushing forward towards the base from the Terran. One command center might get taken out. At the same time, some units will fall here as well. So very interesting stuff here by BISU, moving forward straight towards the main from the Terran, not attacking the expansions from the Terran. And yeah, his units are still pretty much alive. One factory might get snapped very soon by BISU. As yeah, very good position here by him. He is losing indeed some units, but he's also inflicting damage towards the production buildings here from the Terran. So let's see, just a couple of vultures are pretty much being left alive. The Terran tanks of course have to stay back, they have to defend in different locations. So this is why it's very hard for the Terran. Of course he was expecting a full-on attack here into this location, but BISU deciding to go more for the main and for the reinforcements from the Terran, as we might see a recall happening very soon. There is vision into this location and into this one here as well. So the units are nicely clumped up together. We might see indeed a recall, as the arbiters are now moving forward towards the newly established base there. Terran should of course react with some mines on the ground. That's exactly what he's doing, so in case the units drop, so much splash damage will be taken here by them. The first arbiter is getting sent out, immediately taken out, but oh look, no alternate action. We actually have a recall here happening by BISU, and he might even try a second recall. So the newly established base pretty much under siege now by BISU. Nice stuff by him. So much mining time has been lost. The second arbiter is moving forward. Are we going to be seeing a second recall? It could be very likely happening here. No mines on the ground, and yes indeed there is the second recall. So BISU showing us the strength of the late game Protoss with the recalls from the arbiter. So many mines are getting good splash damage, but in the end the mines actually work here versus the Terran, and so many CVs have exploded there with one mine. So nice stuff here by BISU, with the zealots pretty much soaking the mines towards the SCVs, and the newly established base has to be uploaded. We even see yet another stasis trap, and we might see even more recalls as the arbiters just keep on moving forward. He might take control of this one ramp. Nice stuff here by him with a stasis trap, and yet another stasis trap towards those tanks. So really nice job here by BISU, as he just keeps on putting more ice onto those tanks, and he might even freeze the SCVs here. No, he's actually recalling. So quite a smart move here by BISU, as his economy is of course allowing him to do this. And yes, of course, this has to be the GG from C. So BISU with his late game arbiters, very strong stuff by him. And look at the minimap, you can see of course all of those newly established bases. Yeah, just pretty much allowing him to show his full strength. No carriers needed by him, just arbiters with recall and with stasis trap versus the Terran. Quite smart gameplay here by BISU. At one point I was thinking that C had the advantage, especially with his nice siege here, with the siege tanks and the vultures in the front. But yeah, somehow BISU hold and he pushed back the Terran. So let's just check the stats very quickly, as I'm going to be clicking left and right. Nice APM by both players. Yeah, very interesting game, very aggressive gameplay by the Terran. Nicely pushing out, really wanting to finish the game early on with the Marines, with the vultures and with the tanks. But yeah, BISU did hold and did push him back. So, and with that his macro game just pretty much kicked in. And yeah, those arbiters, those many arbiters pretty much won him the game with the stasis fields and later on with the recall. So yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Tommy signing out.